Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And out now come the Cowboys. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott from the gun on third. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 58 yards on the ground for him so far.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. The 40. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Oh, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Once more, here's Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Xander Horvath
from 17 yards out.
And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Important extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. So Dak and the Cowboys down 21-17. A minute 56 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's Prescott.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Eckler now between the tackles, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. It's Eckler again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always...
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city as mine.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
I think we all heard about it in the offseason. There were many questions asking if Philadelphia might consider bringing in another quarterback to replace Jalen Hurts. He answered emphatically, "This is my team," and he led them to a Super Bowl appearance. A well-deserved moment for this quarterback who just kept his head down, kept working, and eliminated all the noise.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
An unfortunate distinction for Sanders last season. He had the most yards, 754 of any back in the league, to not score a touchdown. He's still the guy in Philly, though, and he'll get back to scoring this season. Plenty of work available for him in the league's top rushing offense from a year ago.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Scott with it again on 2nd.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
23 yards, the final tally.
One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
0-0 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Grant Calcaterra
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Eagles have struck quickly here in the opening minute of this Super Bowl. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Elliott saw the fewest carries of his career in 2021, but that didn't stop him from still going across 1,000 yards for the 4th time and finishing top 10 in the league in both yards and touchdowns. Another productive season from one of the league's best backs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20. Right?
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Being chased out left.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott now.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Hurts sets up to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Caught on the slant. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now here's Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Maher is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action now, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. On play action, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Prescott steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Marr able to put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They start on the ground here at Sanders.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 64 yards.
And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl. As we get,
he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Prescott on first down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Sanders toss left side. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brandon Graham able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Eagles are going to...
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, I ain't know at practice early. Going crazy, I just run the jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up the score on them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with the band. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell them my vision. You young, you should get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play, I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly, I turn it at hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. It's vital to come in my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my bad had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding round in the round. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money call it right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They'll drop to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Prescott. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They'll go option to the short side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now Pollard. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
This is Lamb on the end around.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, right now, it's clearly the defenses that are stealing the spotlight in the biggest stage of sports. That's only the 4th time ever, Charles, that we have seen teams trade interceptions on back-to-back drives in Super Bowl history.
Something so rare, yet special that we're watching, because typically the teams we see playing here on Super Bowl Sunday, they're the ones that know how to limit turnovers. Just goes to show how talented both of these defenses are, that they're still coming through and forcing miscues with a Lombardi trophy on the line.
So many great games in the history of these two teams. You know, the first that jumps in your mind probably is the catch. You had all those great playoff battles with Aikman and Young in the 90s. But last year, these two teams played one of the better playoff games in the wild card round. 23-17, the 49ers prevailed in front of 93,000 at AT&T Stadium.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a sack.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A first down throw for Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Washington, 35 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Jimmy Garoppolo and the rest of his offense ready for their next possession. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the first down. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Prescott off play action. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. On play action, now Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Big
play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
13.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did him a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. 30. 10. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Prescott now from the 50.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, an 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Play action, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mitchell is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mitchell again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. On the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 31 yards. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. Dallas gets set to take the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Again, it's Elliott. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Inside give to Elliott. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. running with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. And you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot